So I do have some remarks to make here and a few comments to make, but before I do, I want people to understand who I am and where I come from. I'm a conservative, been one all my life. Among other things, I was the only no vote at the Economic Development Advisory Board on the non-discrimination ordinance, okay? I am not going to talk about party politics tonight. That's off the table. This is not a partisan issue here. This is a Mesa issue. Last week in his acceptance speech, our newly appointed Chief of Police, Dan Butler, said that the members of this council are all unique and all different, but that we put our differences aside to come together to serve our community. He observed that we lead with our hearts and we put Mesa first. I couldn't agree with Chief Butler more about that, and I will tell you that Councilmember Spilsbury clearly leads with her heart and serves this community. I've observed it personally. This recall neither serves our community nor puts Mesa first. What the recall does is meet the requirements of Arizona Revised Statutes, which compels this council to call an election as Mr. Smith just outlined. I don't like it, nor do I support it, but I believe in the rule of law, and Arizona law allows its citizens to recall elected officials for any reason or no reason. It's a fundamental right. Curiosity led me to personally examine the recall petitions turned in by the self-described grassroots effort. I found that approximately 20% of these were gathered by paid circulators. Perfectly legal, perfectly legal. Many people who run for office do this. Additionally, my observation, not scientific, but I leafed through all those pages, was that about 40% were gathered by volunteers who live in the following communities. Please bear with me here: Marana, Surprise, Glendale, Pine, Scottsdale, Tempe, Phoenix, Chandler, Tolleson, Apache Junction, Queen Creek, Sun City, Fountain Hills, and Tucson. The old Pueblo got to play here too. So Mesa's grassroots apparently cover a lot of territory. I'm not making any suggestion here, but it sounds a little disingenuous to me. I've read the things the petition circulators cite as reasons for this recall. None of these things are violations of Councilmember Spilsbury's oath. I took the same one along with her and Councilmember Heredia a few months ago. I know what it says. I do believe that she has been targeted with the intent of making an example of her for breaking political ranks. She didn't toe the line. That's what this is about, and speakers have confirmed that. I do not agree with every position or opinion Councilmember Spilsbury has expressed over the course of her time in office. That's a good thing. Debate is how we achieve consensus in America. That's how all voices are heard and considered. It's through the furnace of debate that ideas are annealed into policies that work for the majority. Nobody gets to have it their way exclusively. It takes courage to break ranks. It takes courage to speak your mind when you know it's not consistent with the party line. While I disagree with some of her positions, I admire her courage and honesty of conviction. Councilmember Spilsbury won her race last September by a 66 to 34% margin. All the things that made her the target of this recall were known at that time. All the things that have been cited on this petition were known at that time. And what we're referring to here now is a political issue outside of Mesa. Yet here, we find ourselves forced to spend over $200,000 on this election. I wonder how those who would question our overall spending feel about that. And I will close with this. When I was a kid growing up here, the Mesa Tribune, below its banner, had a quote, and it was there for years, and it was, I'll probably botch the quote, but it said, "I do not agree with the word you have said, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." And I think it was Voltaire or somebody like that. I believed it then, I still believe it now. I don't agree with everything that she's done or said or stood for, but this is not good for Mesa. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr.